Hey sis, hey, it's your girl, Coach Keisha here at Sister Biz Global Network. Keep it 100 with me. I'm gonna ask you a question. Keep it real. Are you struggling in the day-to-day of your business to really get it running smoothly? Do you have team members who are not functioning and executing on the task the way that you would like them to? Well, my tips in this session are all about documenting processes and SOPs so that you can get more consistency and execution in your business and smoother operations. So join me, don't go nowhere, stay right there, we're gonna get to it. Okay, y'all, so writing down your processes can be daunting. It can feel like you don't have time in the business to do it, but I promise you it's worth your time. Check out my other video on what SOPs are and why they matter, so that you can understand how they really are the key to freedom in your business. But for this video, I want to give you a few tips about how to do it quickly, because some of you are like, I know I need to write down my processes, but I don't have the time. It seems daunting. So I'm going to give you a few tips on how to do it more quickly and easily. But I want you to keep in mind a couple of things. One, you don't have to do everything overnight. It can take time to build processes out in a, effective way in your business. And when you build out processes and tasks and functions, the best way to even make use of them is to test them out and use them anyway. And make improvements to them. And so really writing them all out at once is probably not the best way to do it anyway. And so take your time and know that you can do it over time. Secondly, know that a really great way to know where to start is start with the things that frustrate you the most. Start with the things that maybe you're doing on a day-to-day basis so that you can document them while you're doing them. So that's just a couple of tips to let you know that, you don't have to do it overnight. It can take some time. It should take some time. These are living documents and you should be working on them over time and making improvements to them often. So the couple of ways that I want to talk to you about, or the couple of tools I want to mention, or methods rather, that I want to mention to you around creating SOPs or documenting your processes are first, checklists. Checklists are a really great way to take a process that seems daunting or lengthy or complicated and break it down into simple, clean steps in a quick way. It's easy for you to write the steps because you're just quickly bulleting them out in a checklist, and it's easy for the person reading to execute on the task. And so it's a great way to start, documenting processes in your business. Maybe over time they'll develop out into full-on SOP standards and guidelines. But to start, checklists are a great way to document processes and get consistency out of execution in your business. And I want to share a little bit about this concept called high reliability. And so high reliability industries are industries who have jobs to do that if they don't do them well, people die. So I'm talking like construction, I'm talking healthcare, I'm talking flight safety. Those sorts of industries are considered high reliability industries because if the people don't function in those industries, if they don't function consistently to a T, people can get hurt or die. And so they use checklists, is my point. Checklists are something that you see often in these sorts of workspaces. So if they can use it and make sure that they use checklists in order to make sure that they get the job well, why wouldn't it be a great way for you to get consistency out of your employees or team? Why? I don't see a reason. I don't see a good reason. So I say give checklists a try, especially if you feel like I don't want to write out a bunch of SOPs. The second thing is video. And so there's softwares like Loom, Loom, or Zoom. You might use Zoom already for meetings, but have you ever thought about using Zoom to share screen and walk somebody through a process, in a software? Like maybe you want to show somebody how to file documents in Google Drive or some other function that happens on the computer. And if you want to maybe show a process that is not done on the computer, like maybe you're packaging products, you can also use Loom or video camera or any sort of software that is to document via video to document videos in your business. And you can create a video library of functions and tasks. And so with both checklists and videos, The key is to not, try to feel like you need to do all the functions and the tasks in the business, but do a little bit at a time. Collect the videos or collect the checklists, bring them all together, and one day they can turn into a full SOP manual if you want. So I hope those tips are helpful. I'm going to wrap up by suggesting that you remember that, even though you might have a checklist or you might have, a set of steps that people can read. Sometimes having a set of written guidelines or standards for how to do it in excellence should accompany the checklists, because you may tell someone to do 5 steps and they may do the 5 steps, but not the way you would. And that's where adding a set of tips and guidelines and standards to the checklist can be helpful. So I hope this is helpful. And check out the rest of our videos on standard operating procedures and process improvement, because I think that, it really is the key to freedom in your business, and it also helps you build a more sellable business. I hope this is helpful and you like these videos, and if so, subscribe below, check out our resources below, and check out our next video.